Welcome to Intimacy Unlocked, your go-to for relationship tips and advices. Today, we're diving into a sensitive but important topic: understanding the key phrases women use when cheating. Now look, I'm not saying all women who say these things are being unfaithful. But in my years of experience dealing with couples in crisis, I've learned that these phrases can often be red flags. We're going to break down these phrases, understand what might be behind them, and give you the tools to navigate these tricky situations in your own relationships. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding these signs can help you protect yourself from heartache and build stronger, more trusting relationships. So, you start asking your partner about their day, about where they were, who they were with, and they meet your questions with vague, evasive answers. Oh, just the usual, or I was just out with some friends. Pay attention to what's not being said. Are they avoiding specifics? Do their stories have holes? Look, when someone's being truthful, they're usually open and honest. When they're hiding something, they tend to get cagey and vague. Now, this in itself doesn't mean cheating is definitely happening, but it's a yellow flag, folks. It's a sign to start paying closer attention, to trust your gut, and maybe have a conversation about what's going on. I need some space. Now, there are times when this phrase is completely legitimate. Maybe your partner is feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or just needs some time to recharge. But, and this is a big but, it can also be a way of creating distance in a relationship without having to provide a real explanation. It's a way of pulling away emotionally and physically, potentially opening the door for someone else to step in. So what do you do when you hear this? Don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Have an honest conversation about what's driving this need for space and see if you can find ways to address the underlying issues together. He's just a friend, she says. We just work together, she says. Look, I'm not saying that women can't have male friends. Of course they can. But when this phrase is used repeatedly, especially to downplay a relationship that seems a little too close for comfort, it's time to pay attention. Is she constantly texting this friend? Does she cancel plans with you to spend time with him? Is she secretive about their interactions? These are all red flags, folks. And let's be honest, deep down you often know when something's not right. Trust your gut. In today's world, we're all busy. Work demands can be intense. But when working late becomes a constant refrain, when it's coupled with missed calls, vague explanations, and a general lack of availability, it's time to ask some tough questions. Is her workload suddenly and inexplicably heavier than usual? Are there other signs that don't add up? Remember, trust is built on honesty and transparency. If she's truly working late, there should be a way to verify that and to maintain some level of communication, even if it's just a quick text. This one's a classic deflection tactic. Instead of addressing your concerns about potential infidelity, she turns the tables and accuses you of not trusting her. This shifts the focus away from her actions and onto your supposed insecurities. Now, it's important to note that some people are naturally more suspicious than others. But if your gut is telling you something's off, and her response is to attack you for having those feelings, that's a major red flag. Healthy relationships are built on trust, yes, but also on honesty and accountability. Remember, these phrases don't always mean someone is cheating, but they can be red flags. Don't ignore your gut instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. The most important thing is to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Talk about your concerns, listen to their perspective, and see if you can work through the issues together. Sometimes, these phrases are a sign of deeper problems in the relationship that need to be addressed. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for insight tips like these. Intimacy Unlocked.